I don't know what it is when you pick up a camera. You start seeing things differently. You see a fence, you see a gate, and no trespassing sign. You see something hidden, tucked away. It begs the question, what's in there? What's that about? What's the story? Taking your camera into those areas is part of that story. You then bring yourself into the story of this environment. You're capturing it, you're documenting it. And now, you are a part of that story. Alright, I think this framing's gonna work out just fine. Oh, this truck doesn't have much supporting it. Hoping you can see the camera. Today I have with me, it's a Samsung TL500. It's sold in some other markets as an EX1. So this video today, it's about this camera, the Samsung TL500. It's a 10 megapixel CCD 1/1.67 or 1.7, something like that. So it's a smaller sensor. What I've been looking for in CCD sensors and CCD cameras, it's kind of like the later generation. So this one came out in 2010, but it's super cool. I've been really impressed with this camera I've been using over the past few days. It's got this flip out screen. It's really versatile. It's bright. It's made by Samsung. Samsung's made screens for going on decades now. And they really know what they're doing. They knew what they were doing back then in 2010. It's quite wonderful to use. This thing is so compact. It fits right here on my side, and this is probably gonna go out of the frame, but right over my shoulder. It fits right under my arm, just super snug. And it's super stealth. This thing is great. It has for a point and shoot, it's got this pop-up flash. It has full manual controls. It's got a manual shutter priority, aperture priority mode. It says that it has dual image stabilization. I'm not sure how well it works. The menu system is super simple. It's like, there's not much to it. I've been shooting it in RAW plus JPEG. That's another thing I'm noticing about these CCD cameras. I've heard in the past that it's almost like shooting slide film. You really need to nail that exposure. There's not much to work with later. I'm noticing that's true, especially in the highlights. I've got the light coming on this door really nice right now. I got the shot. One thing I've been thinking about, just camera gear in general, has buying a new camera ever, even once, made me a better photographer. And I've been thinking about that throughout the week, and I think ultimately the answer is no. The camera has never made me better. One thing that has made me better is on the lower end equipment. Some of the limitations that gear has made me better at photography. The newer cameras with all of the recoverability in the world from your shadows and your highlights, 13 stops, 15 stops of exposure, that can make me lazy, because if I don't get it right, it doesn't matter. With these older sensors, you clip those highlights in the wrong way and you're kind of done. I haven't really been thinking about the limitations as so much being limiting, and they are in a certain sense. The way that I've been thinking about it lately is, how am I going to use those limitations to enhance my creativity? So I'm going to use those highlights, I'm going to use those dark areas in my composition, kind of using it as a tool for my compositions. And so that goes back to the question, has new gear made me a better photographer? Ultimately, the answer is no. I didn't even know about this Samsung TL500 when it came out. I had no idea. My brother-in-law at the time, he had some of the Samsung NX series, and then an NX Mini. Those cameras, they didn't get a lot of attention at the time. The smartphone won over the enthusiast camera market, which is really sad because these are fun cameras. This small camera that I can just put in my bag, put in my pocket, put around my shoulder, it's low impact, and I can just take it out and get wonderful images. The camera's colors are great. I'm loving the colors out of this camera. The greens are fantastic. Green is one of the colors I really hate. There's a lot of green in the scene right now. I like the raw files. There's not a lot of recoverability, but the meter in this camera is really spot on. So I've just been trusting the meter. So the other part of the video that I wanted to focus on is where I'm shooting. So the last one I did, one location in Pu'unene, Maui, and all this equipment. And I'm gonna be going through different locations, different cameras. I'll be taking some of the same camera to different locations. But the other day I was driving around and there's this Corvette that's just in the woods. So that's one spot. And that Corvette is so hard for me to capture great images with. And I don't know why, but it's just so challenging with me. So I stopped, I grabbed some photos, and I grabbed a few that I like. And then right behind that Corvette is a small car graveyard. There's a few spots around here in Maui that have this graveyard thing going on. This truck right here has been in this spot for decades, and it's cool. I've seen it over the years get worse and worse. So to summarize kind of the highlights about this camera, it's small, it's compact, it has full manual controls. This small sensor, I haven't found that it really matters. Let's take this Samsung TL500 out on this shutter therapy session and see what we get.